Amat hasn't been the best of charts, hasn't been the worst of charts, in the same category as a lot of the equipment and semiconductor suppliers that have been under some pressure, basically stretching back to the ASML report. So we're holding kind of close, not really, 186, but I think the support level is at like 180-ish, kind of looking at where we've been earlier this summer. Got down into the 170s, so it's a pullback, but not a totally disastrous one on the chart. EPS 232 came in ahead of expectations. The adjusted EPS, that is. Sales 7.05 billion. Street was looking for 7. In terms of outlook, seems like an okay range, but maybe just average compared to what analysts were looking for. Nothing surprisingly positive for stock that might have needed some positive surprise, Diane.
Yeah, and I think one of the questions for Applied Material, like its peers, because we'd seen a drawdown off the back of obviously the ASML surprise report in both Lam and Amat as well. So there was some concern around them, and Lam obviously performed better than expected. So I think one of the concerns is obviously the China exposure, because we know in terms of for Amat, it gets a good portion of both its revenue there and then some of its production. And we've had some of the congressional action around urging Applied Materials and its peers to seek other sources. And that was even before we knew who was going to be the incoming president, because both candidates were originally trying to reduce exposure to China. So there had been pressure on Applied Materials, and Applied Materials had been talking to its suppliers about diversifying away from China. Yeah, the China story going to be kind of a wild card. I think for a lot of these companies, a little bit trickier and a bigger deal when you're an NVIDIA and there's limitations on what you can sell. You sell it according to the endless demand domestically and everywhere else around the world, according to what we've heard from Jensen and such. So for a business model, though, that has a little bit less flashy growth behind it, KG, it seems any limitation on where they can sell and how much might just be kind of another lid on the stock, another ceiling maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is still the inventory buildup for DRAM chips, and it just has not cleared out. And we've heard the same, commentary coming from a lot of these analog chip makers as well. So if you're not really moving any type of product out, you really don't need to expand in your foundry business at all, or the new equipment, because you still have rapid inventory already. So it's dragging on the stock. You could see DRAM, I believe, was around, I just had it up, around 23% of sales. This time last year is around 27%. So it's losing some of its luster here. And you also have to look at the handheld device side of the business as well. I mean, that's been, for the most part, slow. Refresh cycle apparently is still coming. So headwinds for this company here. But as you kind of talked about, a little bit of a pullback. 175 is the area of support. So that's what you want to be able to hold. All right.
Trying to, but kind of failing a little bit. I mean, I don't know. We're okay. No, we're above it right now. So pull back, but all still okay. Not shocking. We've already been here at these levels for Amat. Also, the ASML news this week was a little bit better. So, I think we should be able to find some more, silver lining maybe. We'll find out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Dan Kinghall, Kevin Green. Good look at the session there. Nice little glance at Amat.